And we hope that we're going to have many more moments of happiness like that from Coach Heineke Meyer as well as the rest of South Africa. A very good morning to you and welcome to our Rugby World Cup update brought to you live from England. Today the Absa Red Bus, Absa, a member of Barclays, is parked with that in the background, that magnificent view of the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Stadium as well as the Orbit and the Aquatics Centre here at the Olympic Park in London. It's good to be in your company on this Friday morning. There is only one more match that's going to be taking place right here at the stadium, and that's the bronze medal match in exactly a week's time. Who will be taking part in it? We'll find out come the end of the semi-finals. Tomorrow it's South Africa up against New Zealand, and then on Sunday it'll see Australia take on Argentina for a place in the final. Speaking about our all-important semi-final, we're going to be hearing from our captain Farid Priya later on today at the captain's run and just really get a sense of how he's feeling ahead of that all-important match. But what are some of the other team members feeling like? Well, our Springbok team correspondent Simon Burke found out.
Some of the older players in the Springbok side say that the young players bring a new energy and a refreshing outlook to the game. The young centre pairing of Jesse Creel and Damian Delendi are going to have their work cut out on Saturday, but it doesn't seem to be phasing them.
Yeah, I think I still have to pinch myself just for the fact that I'm here. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be another great experience. Obviously, this last weekend was my first time at Twickenham, and the atmosphere was awesome there. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I think this weekend's going to be no different. And I'm just really looking forward to the challenge that lies ahead of us.
When you play, obviously there is pressure. It's World Cup semi-final, but yeah, it's another challenge. It's another challenge for Jess and I to get better on the field and try and beat the midfield partnership.
The one concern for Coach Heineke Meyer is that of Lood de Jager. He's got until Friday after training to prove his fitness, otherwise he's out of the squad. Victor Matfield will assume his position and Peter Steph du Toit will come in on the bench. I'm Simon Burke, bringing you the latest from the Springbok camp.
Well, of course, Coach Heineke Meyer named an unchanged starting 15 for the semi-final. His opposite, though, Steve Hansen, the coach of New Zealand, didn't have that luxury. He had to make one change for tomorrow's semi-final. He brought in prop Joe Moody, who replaces Wyatt Crockett after Wyatt Crockett injured his groin in that magnificent victory over France in the quarterfinals where New Zealand ran out at 62-13 winners. So that's the only change for the All Black team that will face South Africa tomorrow. What else is happening when it comes to the news here at the Rugby World Cup? Well, of course, we've also got Argentina up against Australia in the other semi-final, so lots of talk about that match. Speaking about those two opponents, when asked which name he believes belongs first in rugby's Hall of Fame, Argentina's Nicolas Sanchez does not hesitate. When people ask me, he says, who's the greatest player ever? I say Johnny Wilkinson. That's according to the Pumas fly half. He's a legend and I try to take advantage of his knowledge as much as possible. The two of them played together at Toulon. Now, ahead of Sunday's match, Wallabies Matt Giteau said his friend and opponent Juan Martin Hernandez, who also played alongside him at Toulon, is very skillful and will make things difficult for his team, saying he's tough, defensively strong and adds a lot of stability to the team. All right, that's the beautiful view, and you'll be able to see it once again from the Absa Red Bus when we come back from the break.
SABC brings to you Rugby World Cup 2015.
Welcome